Hey everyone, and welcome to another class with me, the Yogi Roll. We have an awesome class. It's called Dancer's Paradise, so I hope you enjoy it. We're going to be really opening up those hips throughout today's class, priming us for our peak pose, dancer's pose, working on that balance as well. So I hope you enjoy. I know you'll enjoy it. We won't need any props for today's class, and yeah, just yourself. Starting in a child's pose, I'm bringing my knees slightly apart so we can go more of a wide child's pose, but by all means, if you want your inner thighs touching, go to a tighter child's pose. I'm having my arms in front of me today, working on getting my tailbone to sink and lower towards the floor a little more. Starting to feel opening through the hips, lengthening through the sides, lengthening and opening through the collarbones, throat, ears. Breathing in, wide breath, and breathing out, letting everything go, feeling a little lighter. Today's class focusing on getting that breath to expand wide as we expand through the belly, but bring awareness to the low back as well. Making your way to a lying down position on your belly, legs extended, resting forehead on your hands, breathing in, getting that wide breath, feeling it in the low back, breathing out, feeling a little lighter. So just focusing on feeling light throughout today's class. Maybe we are thinking a lot. Maybe we're just being heavy in the body. So just focusing on staying light. We make things however we make it. Once it's done, it's done. We can hold on to so many things. So just letting it go, feeling light. Bending through the knees, soles of the feet are facing the ceiling, so the feet are bent. We'll bring the inner thighs to touch, inner legs, or actually keep a little bit of space, so legs hip distance apart, and then lower your feet down to your right. Inhale through center and lower feet down to your left. Back through center to your right, focusing on your breath as well. Over to your left. We'll go one more each way. And then to your left. And then come back through center. Feet extend back down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bringing your elbows to the side, lifting your chest, inner legs, touch. Nice cobra. Really focusing on our nose and crown of the head, reaching forward, spine is nice and extended, planting and rooting our hips down onto our mat. Legs are nice and centered with the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe you can peel your elbows in a little more. Feel a little tiny more lift. Maybe you can reach your crown up and forward a little more. Just tiny adjustments. And then slowly lower the head. Rest a cheek or your forehead on your hands and find the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Coming onto our elbows and forearms. So hands, palms face down, rotating inner wrist towards the ground. Rooting our hips down, pubic bone down, reaching our heart forward and up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Making sure hips are rooted equally. Keeping the lift, reaching of your chest and opening of your chest forward. Lift of your crown towards the sky. Pushing into your elbows and forearms. Bend at your right knee, sole of the foot towards the sky. Looking over right shoulder at your foot. And then gaze looks forward, extending that foot back down. Looking over left shoulder. Bending at the knee here. And then forward and down. Making sure your hips are still rooting, your crown's still lifting, over to the right. Look forward, over to your left. Ground into your hips. Reach a little more. Come through center. Look over to your right. Maybe staying here. Maybe grounding into your left elbow a little more. But your right hip might want to lift. Keep it rooting down. Right hand can reach towards your right ankle. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then release. And then other side. Look over left shoulder. Bending at the foot here. Pushing into right elbow more. Keeping left hip rooted. Reaching that hand towards left foot or left ankle. Looking over left shoulder still. Rooting left hip. Heart is open. Look forward. Come back into your Sphinx. Stack your hands, open your elbows, rest a cheek or forehead. Connect back with your breath. Feeling a little lighter on every exhale. Starting to come onto your forearms, coming onto your knees, coming onto your hands, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pushing through your hands, getting your chest a bit closer to your thighs, but towards the sky. Big toes touch. Right foot floats towards the sky. Right knee peels in or comes in towards the nose, looks towards the hands, step the foot between the hands. Lower back knee, maybe walk it back a little further. Reach your hands forward and up, Anjaneyasana. Making sure hips are nice and situated. Aim towards the top end of your mat. Maybe they can sink a little more. Gaze can look up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your elbows down into cactus arms. And then inhale, hands come up. Exhale down. And then up. And then hands find the floor. Bring your back knee in. Front knee finds your back knee. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hand towards the sky. Or that's my hand. My left foot in jiu-jitsu. It's basically a hand for me. And then bring left knee in towards your nose and then reach your heart forward as you keep your knee tucked. Tuck your back a little bit and then step that foot between your hands. See if you can get there without your palms lifting. Reach your hands forward. Maybe you want your back knee back a little more. Reach your hands forward and up, Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe you can sink your hips a little more. And then bringing your elbows down. And then up. One more for good measure. Maybe feeling your hips sink a little more. And then reach your hands forward and up. Left hand is outside left foot. And then bring your right knee in. Toes are tucked. Left knee back. Toes are tucked. Hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Push into your hands. Elbows down and around. Shoulders away from ears. Let the head dangle, chest a little closer to your thighs. Breathe in. Breathe out, feel a little lighter. Big toes touch. Right foot up towards the sky. Long and strong. Right knee bends. Stack right knee on top of left. Or right hip on top of left. Push into your hands a little more. And then look forward, step the right foot between the hands, keep back knee lifted, hands reach forward and up, crescent pose. Back knee is nice and long. Make sure your heel is nice and long towards the sky, pointing towards the sky. Your pinky toe is gripping the ground as well, though. Sometimes it can try to lose that groundedness. Looking up slightly, and then 3 times on this side, cactus arms. Exhale, bringing the hands down towards the ground or on the ground. Right foot steps back, finding your down dog. Chest close to thighs. Extend through the knees, heels towards the ground. Let the head dangle. Big toes touch. Left foot towards the sky. Left knee bends. Stack left hip on top of right. Push through the right foot. Extend at the right knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward. Step left foot between the hands. Reach the hands forward and up. Crescent pose. Back heel towards the sky. Knee is long and strong and open. Gaze looks up. 3 of the cactus arms on this side. Elbows down. Hips forward. One more for good measure. Even it out on this side. And then hands come down. Step back, hips towards the sky. Make sure hip heels are closer towards the ground, but keeping your chest close to your thighs. Pushing through all 4 corners of your hands, primarily your index knuckle. Big toes touch. Right foot towards the sky. Bending at right knee. Stacking right hip on top of left. And then maybe your right foot keeps going behind you, entering Wild Thing. Extending left foot forward, reaching right hand above your head backwards. Breathe in. Breathe out. Looking forward. Stepping right foot forward into your crescent. Hands reach forward and up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach your hands forward. Keep reaching them forward and hinge at the hips until your back foot floats off of the floor. Warrior 3. Back leg is nice and centered with the floor. Really open up that right knee, but don't lock your knee. Reach your hands forward. Then hands come to the ground. Head towards your shin, left foot towards the sky. Standing splits. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then from here, let's actually go backwards. So instead of just going out of it, let's go back to a warrior 3. Make it a bit more challenging. Or just go out and then back to down dog right now. And then from warrior 3, crescent. Whoa. And then hands down. And then right foot back. So instead of a flow, we'll just go out of it like that. Hips nice and strong towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big toes touch. Left foot towards the sky. Nice and long and strong. Nice. Bending through. Left knee. Stacking left hip above right. And open up your right knee here. Let the left foot come behind you. Wild Thing on this side. Keep your hips lifted and open. Reach left hand above your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward. Step left foot forward. Lunge. Reach hands forward and up. Nice. Awesome. And then making sure we have enough space. Reaching hands forward, hinging at the hips. Floating back foot off of the floor. Warrior 3. Back leg centered with the ground. And then hands find the floor. Right foot towards the sky, standing splits. Really push through your grounding foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Finding warrior 3 again. And then crescent. And then hands find the floor, step back, find your down dog. Reconnect with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out, wiggle the hips here. Find stillness. Walk feet between the hands. Forward fold. Hands reach underneath your feet so your toes are up your wrist possibly. And then hips towards the sky. Reconnect with your breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Maybe you can dangle your head a little more. Lift your hips a little more. And then take your hands out. Maybe giving your wrist a wiggle. And then pushing into your feet, coming to standing. Awesome. So my hand for this is finding inside. Depending on how your shoulder is, right? This opens up your pec minor more, right? Here, it'll kind of close it more. So choose what's accessible. I'm opening my pec today. So bending at left knee, left hand finds that ankle. I reach my right hand forward, hinge at the hips. So I'm at like a 45. I reach my knee backwards and up, and then my hand forward. Push through your grounding foot, open that knee. Dancer's pose on this side. Slowly release your hands. Reach your hands forward. So we're in warrior 3. And then the hands come down. Reach your foot towards the sky. And then this time, we'll actually, let's do it. Either go into your down dog from there or come out. So warrior 3. Ugh. And then dancers. And then stand. That's a lot coming out of it, by all means. Once we're done the sequence, okay, and we've met our way into standing splits, go into down dog, and then come back to standing. Because we've got 2 sides. So, nice and tall, bending at your right knee, doing that inside grip, grabbing my ankle. Hand reaches, so left hand reaches forward. I hinge at the hips. I'm on a 45, toes towards the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Push through your grounding foot. And then slowly release the foot. Reach your hands forward and up. Foot backwards. Then hands down, foot towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then your hand. So warrior 3. Let's go back. And then dancers. And then come to standing. Find your forward fold. Hands find the ground. Find your down dog. That's a lot. Wiggle out your hips. Chest close to your thighs. Hips towards the sky. Reconnect with your breath. Slowly lower your knees. Bring your bum to your heels. Breathe deep. Maybe feel new spaces of awareness, new openings. And then slowly come into the lying down position on your back, with knees bent. Breathing into the low back, the sides, the belly, and then breathing into the chest. Letting it go. Bringing heels close to your butt. Grounding through all four corners of your feet without moving your knees or thighs, squeezing your thighs together. Reach your hips forward and up, coming into a bridge. Reach your knees forward. Reach your hips up. And then slowly from top spine to bottom, lower down. Find stillness. Push into your feet, arches lift. Reach your hips forward and up. Knees forward and up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale. Last one. Lift your hips forward and up. And slowly lower your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Adjust your spine. Pull your right knee into your chest. Lengthen through left knee. Hip slightly over to your right. Pull your right knee down towards the ground. Right shoulder raises up a little bit. Work on lowering it towards the ground. Your gaze can go over your right shoulder. Feeling a little heavier. Just through the pose, not ourselves. I know that kind of contradicts the whole feeling lighter. I should say we want to feel like we're sinking in a little deeper. And then slowly bringing gaze up. Right knee comes up. Give it another hug. And then right knee is bent. Left knee is bent. Left knee pulls in towards the chest. Lengthen through right knee. Hip slightly over to your left. Right knee pulls down over to your right. Left shoulder comes up, working on drawing your left shoulder down towards the ground. letting everything sink into place. Maybe you can feel a bit more longer and more open through your right hip. Bringing your gaze back through center. Left knee pulls in and up. Square up. Right knee pulls in. Knees are bent. And then lengthen your feet down at a time. I like to have them bent sometimes. Before I lengthen down, it just situates your hips, gets them into place, and then you can lengthen them. Maybe it doesn't for you, but whatever. Just adjusting where you need to on the body to feel longer, to feel more open in a good way, to release whatever tension you need to for Shavasana. Focusing on that breath through the sides of the torso, through the low back, through the belly. And then let's send it in towards the chest after. And then exhale through chest and belly. But do this nice and just relaxed. Feeling yourself relaxing a little more. Inhaling. Bringing movement in towards the body. Reach your hands above head. Feet away from hands. Knees pull in towards chest. Lower towards the left today. Press up. Cross-legged seated position. Hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale that love and gratitude to yourselves. Exhale that love and gratitude to everyone else. Thank you all for this lovely Dancer's Paradise class. Namaste. I hope you feel nice and opened. I forget where it was. Right on that twist. My low back got a nice adjustment. So that adjustment has been meaning to come for some time. It felt like that. I've been here. So yeah, hopefully you all feel super nice and relaxed. I probably already said that. As you can tell, I am. And yeah, please leave a comment, like, and share these videos. And I'll see you for the next one. Namaste. Bye.